It's like I'm who am I? Who am I again? Okay.
You got it though.
I
Go,
know,
go,
but
go.
I just stumbled on that one and then it just screwed me up. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Three, two, one. Hi, welcome to Texas Tough Chicks. I'm Gwen and this is Viv, and we're glad you're here. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you're coming back for your poison, we're glad you're back.
Yep.
We talking a lot of today about, well, we just heard that O.J. Simpson died, and that's not like, I mean, is that big news?
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't even like to, but it's in the news. Uh,
Right.
and, a whole bunch of stuff going on in Israel. And then, of course, the Michigan
Oh,
rally,
that
or
makes
whatever
me
you want to
so
call
mad.
that, the
They're just,
anti-American rally.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. What was it? Um, what did they say exactly?
oh, well, they said death to America at one
Death to
point, and then they
America.
they said death
Death
to
to
Israel.
America. Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, so part of me is like, okay, okay, you have right. You have right. Okay. Um, First of all, the accent led me to believe this is not an American.
Right,
So they came over here. Are they here legally? Okay.
right,
And if they
right,
are,
right.
then chances are they're claiming that, they're under some duress, or that they're trying to better their lives here. So if you're coming over here to better your life, or
Then you
you're
shouldn't be
trying,
yelling death to
why are you
America.
saying death to America? Get the hell out. Get
Right,
the hell out.
right.
I just
Yeah.
don't understand people who are here who who hate America. Like,
Right,
why? We have an entire world you can live in.
right, right. Go back where you came from.
Right.
I don't care.
We don't need you. We
Mm-mm.
don't need you. We don't want you.
Right.
We don't need you.
Nope.
So,
Nope. And
um,
then the sad part is that Biden's pandering to all those people because he wants their vote, the
right.
little enclave of anti-Americans that are now living up there. And
Yeah, but
so
he's so
he's
anti-American. Does that
I
surprise
know,
anyone? Like,
but
he's
he's
trying to destroy our
basically
country. So, surprise,
well, and he's trying
surprise,
to
he wants
destroy
their vote.
Israel too. He's trying to destroy
Yeah.
Israel too because he's saying, that, oh, we need to get rid of Netanyahu. We need to, and I'm going, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Just
Just stop. Just
stupid. Okay,
stop.
can I just point out too, there were 8 American hostages. 3 of them have been killed in
Yep.
captivity.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
8 American hostages, 5 American hostages that are still hostages and
Right.
still alive.
We assume.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
hope.
right.
We
We don't
hope.
even
Yeah.
know.
Mm-mm.
First of all, where is the Red Cross? And why
Mm-hmm.
isn't America putting pressure on the Red Cross? Don't give to
Right.
the Red Cross.
Nope.
They
Nope.
are so controlled.
Right.
I can't even believe, I mean, it's just insane. It is absolutely insane what is going on.
I
It's just,
know.
I can't believe that we have American hostages over there, and our
They don't even
government basically
just
wants us to kill them. Basically, if you
our
stop this, they're going to all be dead.
our
I'm
government
sorry
doesn't
to
even
say
talk
this.
about them. Until you said that, I didn't even know we still had American hostages. I knew we still had Israeli hostages, but I didn't know we still had
Yeah,
American.
interesting that
So they're
the
not even
media won't
talking
cover
about
this.
that. No,
And
no.
would you even know about the thing in Michigan unless it was conservatives
Mm-mm,
covering it? Because I didn't
mm-mm,
see anything like that on the regular
uh-uh.
list. It's absolutely asinine. You cannot trust
Mm-mm,
the regular media because
mm-mm.
I mean, they're just all in
Ah,
on this, like
and I
this
don't
whole
even
demented
right.
leadership we have. He's doing this whole stupid, like, pay off the debts. And me and you were
Mm-hmm,
talking, you and I both have debts
mm-hmm,
that basically qualify, and
mm-hmm,
I'm not getting them paid off. I wonder why.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
I wonder why.
mm-mm.
Uh, hmm. I've been
Yeah,
paying on mine for 10 years.
I've been paying on mine for longer than that, so it should be
And
paid off, but they keep flipping it around
right?
and
So, I
yeah.
mean, but well, who is he pandering to? The mushy brains
Mm-hmm,
that
mm-hmm.
will vote
Yep,
for him
yep.
because they're so mushy, they can't even think out of a paper bag.
And they don't
It's
even
just,
understand it's like Number one, it's not constitutional. So here you
Yeah, you
have
can't even do it.
the Supreme Court telling him you cannot do this. You cannot pay off these loans. And then he turns around and does it anyway, just disregards what the
Right?
Supreme Court says. But then this week came out and said, oh, I don't know if the courts are going to let me shut the border. It's like,
Oh,
dude,
baloney. Oh my
you got the
gosh.
power. You've had the
He's such
power
a
since,
liar. That's such lying.
but the
He
people,
could
there's
shut
just
it
so,
down right this minute.
mhm.
He could
Yeah.
shut it
Oh,
down
but,
right this minute. And
and then
everyone knows it. So he can sit there and lie and lie and lie some more about
but
how
there
he's
are people that believe it.
hands are tied. My hands
But
are
there are
tied. I can't.
people
Like,
that
the
believe
Congress
him.
is holding me up. The
Right.
Supreme Court might hold me up. Blah blah blah.
Right.
He's a
Yeah.
liar.
He's a liar.
Such a liar.
It's like I said, if his lips are moving, he's lying. So
Yeah.
everything out of his mouth
Oh.
is a lie. And
And
it
then on
just,
top of it, the stupid debt thing that,
mhm.
like you said before, is like I think they're just completely ignoring, like there's no
They
constitution.
are. They are.
But really, they're really just, for lack of a better word, pissing on it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's almost worse than ignoring it, really.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
they're just basically completely saying, I don't care. I don't care that
Mm-mm.
there is a constitution. I don't care that the Supreme Court, that's their job, is to uphold the Constitution, not make laws, uphold the
Nope.
Constitution.
And I don't care that I put my hand on the Bible and swore to uphold the Constitution
Right?
of this country.
I'm just going to
And
disregard it.
yeah, it didn't mean
I'm just
anything.
going to, I'm not just only going to ignore it, I'm going to actually dishonor it.
Deliberately tear it down. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
deliberately tear it down. So, and frankly, I
Um,
don't even trust Fox anymore. I think Fox has
no,
gone
me
off the
neither.
deep end. So I listen to my radio guys. That's where I get my news, my radio guys, because they're so far ahead of the curve on everything. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. Yep. It's just, I mean, I haven't watched Fox for a long time because,
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
once
I
they
haven't since
changed their
Tucker.
ownership, and I just think that the kids that took over, they're liberal, and
Well,
I feel
Paul
like,
Ryan's there. I mean, everybody
yeah,
Paul
right,
Ryan is part of
exactly,
the board or whatever.
exactly.
But
You get rid
no,
of
since they got
Hannity.
rid
I
of
mean, not Hannity, he's still there, but I mean, you
Tucker,
get rid
they
of
got rid
some
of
of those.
Tucker.
Yeah,
When Tucker was gone, I was gone. So I
yeah,
have no, because he was the one voice that was
yeah.
actually trying to do the job.
Like that
So
was actually didn't care
right,
about what the mainstream. Well, he didn't care about the talking points.
nope,
And I mean, there's a lot to be said about being fair, which is real true journalism is
right,
covering both
right,
sides.
right.
Right. But we have such a culture of all of the media all leaning to the left that the balance would be that we need media that leans to the right.
Mhm.
If you just do try to play both sides, then all you're doing is still leaning to the left. It's all leaning
Right,
still to
right,
the left.
right,
So
right. And
we
yep,
have to have something to go to. And like, you get the coverage of the Michigan thing where I don't know why they don't think America needs to hear this. You
right.
have people in America that want death to America.
Hmm.
Like,
Yes.
soak that in for a second. We
Yep.
have illegals coming across our border, right, our southern border right now. We don't know where they're coming from. We already know that there's terrorists coming across our border.
Right.
We have people in America right now, death to America. Like,
Hmm.
where do you think this is going? And
Right.
our president is opening the welcome door to them. Just the floodgate is open to them, and he's
Hmm.
embracing them.
Well, and giving them all
So,
sorts of benefits and money and housing and education and you name it. And our taxpayer dollars are funding all this. And I'm just going, wait a minute, wait a minute. There are people out here in in Realville who can't hardly pay their own bills, and yet our money that gets sent to Washington is supporting these people who scream death to America.
death to
So
America.
give
Like,
me a
I mean, I would just love, like, okay, so you scream death to America and nothing happens to you. The FBI doesn't come after you.
no, no,
Nothing happens to you.
right.
There's no
Oh,
threat there. Just look away.
right, right. But then you've got the guy who was a gun dealer and worked at the airport. I can't remember what state it was in. And the FBI in SWAT gear shows up at his front door, busts the door down, and shoots him dead because
Right.
he's frightened of these
American.
people. So, but
An
that's
American.
if you're an American, that's what you get.
And Biden is still going down this, like,
Hmm.
to take our guns away. Are you
Right.
kidding? You're letting terrorists into our country.
Hmm.
China has
Yeah.
their eyes on us, and you're
Yep.
gonna take our weapons away.
De-arm the citizens. Yeah.
Just unbelievable.
I know
Please,
plenty of.
please, please, please vote right. Please get these people out.
Mhm.
Get them out. They're destroying our country.
Right.
And you know what? And if you're voting for Biden and you just can't stomach voting for Trump, okay, I get it. Don't vote.
Right.
Don't vote.
Well, and understand if you're voting for Biden or the Democrats, you're voting for your own demise.
Right.
So don't vote.
Right. It's just so
And then
insane. Is it insanity? It's
there's
absolutely
no
insanity. Like
no critical thinking. It
we
makes me
live
nuts.
like I seriously feel like we just live in this like weird like it's a movie playing and you're like, oh, that
Dystopian
would never
movie.
happen. And then you're like,
It's
oh well, I'm just living it out right now. I'm
it's a
just living it
dystopian
out.
movie, a total dystopian movie. I
It
said,
is.
all these young people that are all into the Hunger Games and this movie and that movie, Blade Runner, whatever it is. It's like, hey, you're living it. We are living it
Right?
now. Open your eyes and look at this.
Right? I don't know. I mean, yeah. And then on top of it, we've got Iran. Iran's got
Oh
their
yeah,
finger on the button, right? We don't
right,
even know if they have like the ability to shoot off nuclear weapons against us. We would know that for sure if Trump was still in because
right,
he funded them,
right.
right? But we don't know now. And they're crazy. They're saying
Yep,
we're
yep.
next. They're not excluding us from
Well,
the
we're the
threat to Israel. They're including us in that threat. So
we've always been the big Satan, and
right.
Israel's the little Satan, so they're going to come after us. Yeah, and
And
plus, it
yay,
doesn't
we
take.
got Let's Go Brandon in the White House. I'm
Yeah,
just like, what is going on? We have got to
wake
and
up.
yet you have Trump and he's acting more presidential than our president is by being just
Yes,
a candidate out there amongst the
right,
people.
right.
And well, and then we've got this crazy world going on, but
Yep.
we have this like news today that OJ Simpson died. And honestly, I had to go like in my head, I was like, oh, didn't he already die? I thought he was already
Yeah,
dead for some reason. And so then I look it up and I guess he died of cancer.
yeah.
Um,
That's
and I
what I
guess
heard.
like a couple months ago, there was rumors that he was on hospice, and he came out with a video and he said, "No, I'm not on hospice. I'm doing fine." And I didn't see the video, so I just heard it. I didn't see
Yeah, I
what
just
he
heard
looked
it too. I
like.
don't.
So, but I mean, I going back to that, I was like a young adult when that all happened, and I believe I don't know if he had his hands on it, but I think he definitely arranged for it to happen.
Mhm.
If he wasn't physically involved, I think he
Yep.
got off. He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
off,
I do too. I do too.
he got away with murder. I think that God is just, and he had a pretty crappy life after that. Um,
Yep.
I mean, did wind up going to jail for I think theft or something weird like
Yeah.
that, and
Mhm.
he never really got back into the spotlight. Like, and that's what he lived for was to be
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
spotlight. And
Hmm.
so,
You know what was weird about all that too is that's where the Kardashians actually came from, because
really,
Kardashian was one of the lawyers. The
oh, that's
the
right.
husband
I
the
forgot about
husband
that.
yeah, the husband of Chris Kardashian, who became Chris Jenner.
Right.
Yeah, that's and even there was this real weird rumor that one of her daughters is actually OJ's daughter, the one that's really, really
Wow.
tall. Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I
So
forgot
that's
about that.
all.
I forgot
Yeah,
about that. Yeah.
yeah, that's
What a
yeah.
waste
So
of
think about
life
it.
that is to the
So
Kardashian stuff. I mean, like, what
I
is
know,
your claim to fame there? Nothing.
but think about it.
Weird.
Had OJ not had Kardashian as a
Right.
lawyer, the Kardashians would never have existed.
Right. Right. So yeah. Well, welcome to America. And if you're in America and you were born here, get tough.
Right.
Get
Right.
Texas tough. We need you. We need you to
Hmm.
step up. We need you to vote right. We need you.
And I
So
kind of yeah, yeah. And I'm sorry. And if you're in America and you're saying death to America, pack
go,
your bags and get out.
go.
Get out.
Yep, go. But come
We
back
don't want you.
here and join us next time.
Yep. Take
See you
care.
next time.
Bye.
All right. Right. Yeah, we're gonna get cut off any second now. It's like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
noticed they
well.
gave us the minute warning. Oh man.
Yeah. There's just so much, like I said, that's just,
It just feels like the same drum beat though. It's just like the same thing.
it's
I'm just
just